Pastor Dustin here from Messiah Lutheran Church with my first thoughts on the text for Maundy Thursday, 2015. And wow, it's been a great Holy Week so far. Absolutely. We had three really successful and I think really powerful evening Compline, sort of ancient monastic-y sort of thing. Worship services Monday through Wednesday of Holy Week. It was really great. It was really neat to worship in a new way. And now we're on to Maundy Thursday. I'm going to be talking about the gospel text from Maundy Thursday tonight. I'm only going to read a snippet of it, just because it's kind of long and want to keep these videos fairly short. But the whole text is St. John 13, 1 to 35. I'm just going to be reading from St. John 13, 31 to 35. So I'll be cutting off most of it. But that's what I'm preaching on tonight. And it all, I think, makes sense in the end here. So it was sort of John's rough version of the, he doesn't exactly have a Last Supper scene, but it's similar to that, kind of, in a way. And it's where Jesus, has just washed the disciples' feet as well. Now he goes out into the night, and when he had gone out, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man has been glorified, and God has been glorified in him. If God has been glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself, and will glorify him at once. Little children, I am with you only a little while longer. You will look for me. And as I said to the Jews, so now I say to you, where I am going, you cannot come. But I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you should also love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have loved for one another." It's sort of like can come across as sort of just like a sentimental platitude or something, but love one another. Such a profound thing. So one thing I've been thinking a lot about here at Messiah lately is how, we've been growing a great deal, and it's been such a blessing to have so many new faces in our church. It's been awesome. But on the other hand, as much as we have a lot of new faces, a lot of new families, all that sort of stuff, there's definitely groups that aren't as active as others. So I think, we have a vibrant youth program. There's a lot of new kids involved. There's a lot of young families involved. But there's two groups I think of in particular that we haven't brought a lot of new faces in with. There's a couple of exceptions, but in general, young adults, so people roughly my age and a little bit younger. I'm at the upper end of that spectrum at this point, sort of the after graduating from high school till about the 30 age group. And then younger dads. And I think today's gospel message has a lot to say to us about that. So, I think a lot of times we try to make excuses for why these folks aren't not even necessarily showing up at church. Maybe they wouldn't show up at church, but why they're not as active in our faith community in maybe some other way. We say, sports or whatever, football on Sunday mornings, or young adults will come back when they have kids or whatever. But I think that this gospel message challenges us in a big way. Maybe it makes us think, if we were doing something as a church to be fulfilling the needs of these people, then they would probably show up. We're probably, in some way, and I'm saying this to be provocative on purpose, but we're not loving them enough to really think outside the box and maybe discover what needs we're not meeting. So that is my question for the day on this text is, how can we love those sort of groups that we don't see showing up in our congregation as much? How can we love them better in turn following the new commandment that Christ gives us today in our Maundy Thursday gospel message? How can we love groups that aren't in our church or aren't currently showing up in our church community that much better? How can we love them better? So that's my first thoughts on the text for Maundy Thursday. Please come and worship with us at 7 p.m. and it's going to be a fantastic service. Yeah, we'll definitely be exploring this sort of exact topic more tonight. Have a good one and God bless.